I have a big problem, and most of them are gray, some are red, but I've got a huge influx of squirrels. And I'll tell you what, every once in a while, we got to trap some and get rid of them. And I've used all kinds of traps in my lifetime, but this trap I'm going to show you is one of the best I ever used. This trap right here is the Squirrelinator. I ordered it on Amazon. I'll put a link down below in the description for you. I'll tell you what, this is a squirrel catching machine right here. It's a voluntary trap that has trap doors. The squirrel, you put some bait in the middle here, and the squirrel voluntarily pushes this door open and goes in, and when he does, he's trapped inside. You can go ahead and move him to another area that's not going to be as destructive to your property. Now, I do all kinds of things to avoid having to move them, because honestly, I don't mind a few squirrels around. I give them all kinds of things to chew on. I give them antlers, I give them bones to chew on. They want to come and raid my bird feeder. Look at all the waste on the ground. So I even put this bird feeder up clear out at the end of my yard so they wouldn't be on my house and chewing on things on the deck. And guess what? They still do. So you're always going to have some problem squirrels in your area. The Squirrelinator is one of the best live traps I've found to get rid of your problem squirrels. I'm going to show you how to bait it up for a surefire catch. There's already plenty of bait on the ground right here, but I'm going to put a little bit more just in the center, right here in the center, so that we draw them in. Okay, you guys, the great thing about this is set it and forget it. Just check it every once in a while, make sure you don't have a squirrel caught in there. And check your state and local laws, because in my state, I can't release these in parks or any kind of federal or state land. So make sure wherever you're going to release these problem squirrels that it's okay. You don't want them to become somebody else's problem. The good thing about setting the trap right here is I can keep an eye on it from my living room window. So we'll be vigilant, we'll watch this, but we're going to have squirrels in there pretty darn quick. It's bright and early the next morning, and I'll tell you what, the Squirrelinator trap did its job. We've got one of my bird food bandits in here, and I'm gonna give you a close look at him. Now I've got the perfect spot to let this guy go. So I gotta go get the truck, we're gonna get him loaded up, and I'll show you how to release a squirrel from your Squirrelinator squirrel trap. So a couple of notes on moving squirrels. They get really excited, so I like to bring a towel and cover the trap with a towel. We'll get the squirrel, but I got a big towel I'm gonna cover the trap with. So I'll set you down right here while I grab him. And there you go. As soon as I put the towel over him, he calmed right down. So we're gonna go ahead and drive to a farm I've got that I'm allowed to release these squirrels on. Let's take this guy and release him out in the wild. While we're taking the squirrel out to release him on the farm, I'm gonna give you some interesting squirrel facts. Did you know that squirrels breed twice a year? The first time is February to March, and the second time is July to August. And each female will have between 2 and 8 squirrel pups. I think they're called pups. Let me know if they're called squirrel pups in the comments below. Not sure that I'm naming them right, but I'm gonna call them pups for this video. Also, they're herbivores, and they eat primarily nuts, seeds, and fruit, but occasionally they will eat small insects and small invertebrate, which means something like maybe a baby quail. I don't know. What kind of invertebrate do a squirrel eat? If you know that one, let me know in the comments, because that's kind of curious to me. Now, we all know that squirrels build nests in trees or dens inside of holes in trees, but they will also get in your attic and your sheds. So you got to protect your property against them with that. And that's part of what we're doing today is we're taking a problem squirrel out and releasing him on the farm. Did you know that squirrels' teeth grow continuously throughout their life cycle? So they have to chew just to keep their teeth filed down. And that means they're going to chew on everything. If they're around your house, they're going to chew on your house, they're going to chew on the wiring, and that's not a good thing. Squirrels are also territorial, and they'll fight other squirrels for territory and for a food source. There are 65 different squirrel species in the United States alone. That's amazing. The average gray squirrel is between 16 and 20 inches long and weighs approximately 1.5 pounds. And just one gray squirrel will bury approximately 10,000 nuts for future use when food sources are a little scarce. They have 22 teeth that grow continuously, so they always have to chew on things, otherwise their teeth are going to get so long that they can't eat. So if they're around your house, that means they're gonna chew on your house, they're gonna chew on your wiring, and they're gonna chew on everything you own. If you're wondering where to get a Squirrelinator squirrel trap, I got mine off of Amazon, and I'll put a link down below so you guys can order one for yourself. And we're pulling into the property right now. We're gonna let this little guy go. Well, that didn't take long, and now you know more about squirrels than you ever thought you'd wanna know. So we're gonna let this little guy go out here. And you can see he's still calm. He's not bouncing around in there. Now, when I do get the trap out, I'm gonna set it, open the trap door, and let him jump out on his own so he doesn't get too worked up. And just like that, the Squirrelinator is my favorite go-to trap when I've got to relocate a pest squirrel. Hey, I hope this video was helpful to you. If it was, hit that like and subscribe button for me, and I will see you on the next Ask Dad How.